Finally a Gap Major champion in 2019, and a Gap Open champion once again. Pine Valley's Jeff Osberg carded a 2-under par 68 Thursday to win the event's 115th edition by 2 strokes at Huntingdon Valley.
I'm happy that I'm consistently putting myself in positions to win. As you guys noted, the past couple didn't exactly go my way, but I was right there. I had a chance. I feel like every time I'm teeing it up right now, I'm competing and at least getting myself in a good position to have a chance coming into whether it's the back nine or the second day. And I think that's all you can ask for. Happy that I was able to come out on top. Obviously winning majors is extremely important to me in the Gap, and happy to, hopefully it's not my last.
Osberg, the 2016 title holder, lost in a 4-hole aggregate playoff a year ago at St. David's. This season has yielded a couple of close calls too. Osberg was the 27-hole leader in the Gap Middle Amateur and walked away with a top 10 finish. He lost to Manasquan River's Jeremy Wall in the 119th BMW Philadelphia Amateur Final, 3-2.
I took the same approach that I did into the last ones. Tried to stay patient, tried to stay focused. We talked yesterday. I didn't really worry too much about what Dave was doing. Knew some people behind me were playing well. Looked like there was a lot of under par scores today. But figured, I put myself in a good position yesterday. I was hitting it great. If I just kept doing that, I just kind of felt like the birdies were going to drop and I'd be able to separate myself a little bit.
Osberg stood a stroke back of 18-hole leader Dave McNabb of Applebrook entering the final round Thursday, but the two flipped positions after the first hole. McNabb carded a bogey in the form of a 3-putt, while Osberg birdied the 386-yard par 4.
Yeah, I'm just a big believer in hitting driver as far down as you can and seeing what it gives you. I hit a great drive. I ended up, maybe 10 yards in front of the green. A putt I've probably had, 50 times, and just made a really good stroke. And that kind of set the day. Just made a really good stroke on one with a putt that I really knew exactly what it was going to do. I think that was instrumental in kind of how I putted the rest of the day.
Throughout round 2, a handful of chasers, including former Open champions Matthew Matari of Saucon Valley and Rich Steinmetz of Springford, as well as amateurs John Brennan of Philadelphia Cricket and Connor McNicholas of Lulu, ascended the leaderboard. None, however, overtook Osberg at the top. His consistency at Huntingdon Valley, a place where he held membership for 6 years, and earned success in the form of the 2016 Patterson Cup and a U.S. Mid-Amateur qualifying medal in 2014, helped facilitate a 5th Gap Major and further develop Osberg's Gap legacy.
I'm happy that I'm still competing. I'm happy that I'm playing at a high level. I always hope that the wins will come, but in the tournaments where it doesn't, I think that sometimes you guys take it a little harder than I do. I don't really let too much bother me. I think there's so many great players in our section right now that I don't really think too much about where I fit in that mold.
Bitterman Zach Oakley buried a 50-footer for birdie on Huntingdon Valley's closer to grab low professional honors at 3 under.
It was breaking at least 5 feet left to right. I just wanted to get it up the hill and put a good stroke on it and hit it right in the center of the club face, and that's what happened. It went in perfect, yeah. So it was, that was the most pumped up I've been during the whole tournament.
Here's a look at the names following Osberg and Oakley on the 115th Gap Open leaderboard. For Gap TV, Tony Regina.